Teen Blossom, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your favorite instructor, Blossom and Jasmine, and today I'm going to be talking about the various pickup tools that you can use when you bedazzle. So, let's just jump right into it. For those of you who haven't already, I want you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and then remember to turn on your notifications as well as follow me on Instagram at Blossom and Jasmine. Alright, so I'm going to go in order of quality and of cost. So that's the order that I'm going in. So the first tool that I'm going to show you is this tool that I've seen a lot on the internet where a lot of bedazzlers who have affiliate links, they recommend this tool. This is a horrible tool to use, but it comes with this little gummy, and I'll show you later or in a few how it works. So this is the first tool. The next is a pencil, which does require a pencil sharpener. I did sharpen another pencil, but it kept breaking. And the fact that it kept breaking, I don't know why the tips, as you can see right here, these are the tips, they just would not break. So if you're into sharpening pencils, I think that this would be, I don't like this already. This is a lot of work. Alright. If you are okay with sharpening pencils, I think that would be a good fit for you. But there's pencils, and then there is the Pick Me Up, which comes with this little tacky or gummy-like glue on one side, and then the other side it has a pointed end, kind of like the crystal katana and this tool that I use. So it's the same type of end. So they give you the skinny point on this, and then they also, you turn it around for larger stones if you need to push them in to the glue. Then they have the large side. Then there is the infamous crystal katana, and I think I have about 4 or 5 of them. I could only find 3 of them. So this is the most expensive. This will run you, I think I've seen it as low as $24 and as much as $30. So I'm going to be showing and demonstrating each tool, how they pick up a pearl, how they pick up large stones, and how they pick up the smaller stones. So let's get into it. Oh, snaps. See, this is why I already don't like this and why I don't use it. So I did see that this works really well with picking up the stone. It just doesn't stay well on this little tip. Like, this will fall off. It just comes right off. Let's see if it picks up pearls. Not the large pearl. Okay. Maybe if I press down on it more, it'll pick up the large pearl. Okay. It'll actually pick up a pearl. Not bad. Yeah. It's doing okay. So I would say if you had like one project or something, it's pretty well. But for like heavy stones, really heavy stones, I don't know how well it's going to do. So that's the first tool. Then I just wanted to mention tweezers. I use tweezers as well as the pickups tool. It just depends on the project. I feel like bedazzlers, they kind of get stuck with only using a crystal katana because it's made by Crystal Ninja. But I mean, no. If you're a true bedazzler, you're going to have like a few tools that you use. So I also use tweezers, which they work pretty well. I feel like for larger stones, it's wiser to use, is this the curvy one? The not as curved one, and it picks up the stones really well. One is straight and the other one's curvy, and they pick up small stones pretty well. You just gotta have patience to be doing that. And then of course, I would have to stretch this out, but yes, it picks up the pearl. Ooh. I stretched out my tools. Now you're picking up the pearl. Let's see. right? And it'll definitely pick up all those other. Alright, next, the pencil. One thing about the pencil is it drops your stone, and it also leaves a residue. So that's why I don't particularly like the pencils, but I mean, they work. So let's see if it'll pick up a pearl. No, no, no. It won't even pick up a small, oh, it'll pick up the small pearl. Will it pick up a fancy stone? Nope. So that's that. Then there is the pick me up. I've seen someone bling a full car with this. I think it was a Lamborghini. It was red. So it works pretty well. I think this does leave a residue on the stones, but you can clean that off with, yeah, it does pretty well. You can clean that off with alcohol, rubbing alcohol, 100%. So I like this tool because even though this is, I think this is size SS6, you can still see the stone, like, even though it's picking up a tiny stone. Ooh, it does really well with pearls. Did not know that. I like that. Wow. It picks, wow, this is pretty cool. I've never really used this. I bought it years ago. Yeah, I think this is a great tool. I definitely recommend it. But it is leaving like a residue. If you could see, it's leaving a slight residue on everything. And if you're into that kind of thing, then I would recommend it. Like I said, it has the double-sided end for the back to push the stones in. So that is very helpful as well. This tool is quickly becoming my favorite tool, and I'll tell you many reasons why. So in comparison to the crystal katana, I feel like, you know, unless you have really big hands, you're gonna like this tool a lot better. People who have kind of smaller hands or just want a smaller tool in general, you can see how much smaller this tool is in comparison to the crystal katana, which I like. And it does a great job of picking the stones up, which I also like. It picks up the small stones as well as the big stones. Let's see how it does with pearls. Oh wow, it does pretty good with the pearls. Flip this around. Turn around. Okay. Yeah, it does great with the pearls. Of all sizes, which I like. With the more heavy, fancy stones, it's dropping it. It's not really holding, really, oh, okay. It'll hold it, but it's dropping the really heavy stones, which is this stone, which is a fancy stone. They are heavy stones, but yeah, it's dropping it, so that's that. And then there's the crystal katana. And this tool is like 30 bucks. You know, I have about 4 or 5, but I was only able to find 3 of them. And so the Crystal Ninja, she sells these, and she's a Swarovski authorized instructor. And what this tool is known for is the patented wax tip. Now, I really like this tool. However, I'm just going to be honest. I feel like it's really hard to mold this tool after some time. If it's not pointed, then since this tool is so bulky and big, it is extremely hard to, that's another thing. It drops your stone. Like if this is not extremely clean, or if it's kind of older and not kept in a clean space, like I kind of keep my stuff out. And I have multiple tips. Some of them are like very old. But after a while, this tip starts to not be as good, and it will drop your stone, which I don't like. But I do think it's really well. It does pretty great with picking up the stone. It does not leave a residue, which is amazing. And it picks up really tiny stones. The only thing is, once you pick up the really tiny stone, you can't see where you're placing it because it's so bulky at the bottom that I have to use the opposite side of the tool. And I've seen many bedazzlers do that where they use this side of the crystal katana. Where if you're only using this side of the crystal katana, why are you paying $30? It just doesn't make sense to me. So let's see how it does with the pearls. It's dropping the pearls. It's doing better now, but it tends to drop pearls or like really heavy stones. And I kind of knew that going in. It's holding this one pretty well. That's excellent. What about this one? Not bad. So those are the various different kinds of pickup tools that you can buy. My recommendation, if you're going to buy some pickup tools, I would recommend either this tool or the crystal katana. And then I would recommend definitely having a pair of tweezers. And I just started using tweezers, but they come in handy when you're using hot fix crystals. So just a lesson learned that I just learned this year, but I really like them. And I never really thought I would use tweezers. So I hope you like this video. I hope it's been extremely informative. And I love you guys. I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys, later.